Hey sisters, hey kitty girls. Today we're going to be talking about the Morphe and James Charles palette. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on the palette and seeing how I got this eye look right here, then just keep on watching. Here she is in all of her glory. I really want to give Morphe or James or both of them credit for this beautiful color story. And this bad boy retails for $39. And there are 39 eyeshadows, so look at how well I'm selling this to you. Not spawns, obviously, like who the hell am I? So there are 39 shades, which means it's $1 per eyeshadow, which is amazing, especially considering you get 7 of these huge pans in the middle. I also just want to point out this shade is called 518, and I'm literally within 5 minutes of having a 518 area code. Represent. It sucks here. I'm glad James got to leave, sister. I'm sure everybody knows this by now, but I do just want to mention that I typically use concealer as my eyeshadow primer, but James and several other people who have reviewed the palette have said it is pretty important to use an eyeshadow base or primer with this palette. Now that's kind of disappointing to me, but it's not the end of the world. But then again, I'm patient, I make things work. I liked the Subculture palette, sue me. I literally stopped using eyeshadow primer so long ago that I no longer own any, but I do have this little sample size of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I hope it's not expired. Let's go. So my eyes are all primed. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna go right in with the shade Flashback and set my lids. Just a light little layer, which is hard for me because I usually pack it on. So I think the moves for today is like a cranberry smoky eye because Thanksgiving is next weekend, not this weekend. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Code James on a fluffy brush and start applying that to the crease. Ooh, she pigmented. I will mention it's a little bit more orange on my eye than it is in the pan itself. So now I'm going to pick up some of the shade Mary. I'm going to kind of apply this to the outer corner, but also up into the crease to start to add some cranberry warm mauve tones. So far these are blending pretty nicely. But then I'm going to pick up some more of Mary, but this time I'm using a little bit more of a flat brush so I can lay the color down and make it a little bit more opaque. I know my tapping motions are strange, but everybody has their own things. I'm gonna go ahead and tap that a little, tap that all on the floor, more towards the center of the lid. Then I'm gonna grab the shade Boutique and focus that on the outer V, but bring it up into the crease a little bit as well. Now I'm going to grab some of the shade Love That and tap that over the outer corner a little bit. Then I'm going to pick up a little bit of the shade Escape and apply this to the outer V as well. And y'all best believe that I'm committing to unleashing my inner artist because I hate working with purples. So now I'm gonna grab some of the shade Benny and focus that once again on the outer V. So now I'm grabbing the shade Shook, which is this gorgeous burgundy shimmery color. So I'm not cutting my crease or wetting my brush. I just want to see how this shimmer works on its own. Not bad, a little underwhelming. I am gonna wet the brush though and see what happens. It's a little better. I just have a feeling if I cut the crease it would have been better, but I just wanted to check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease on this side just to see if the shimmer works any better when it's sticking to a tacky base of concealer. There isn't really much of a difference at all. I just think the key to making shimmers really pop with this palette is probably just to give it a couple layers. Also, we are facing some fallout troubles, which is, you know what, this shade really just is speaking to me. So I'm gonna pick up this shade. This is the shade Artistry. And I'm just gonna lightly tap over top of Shook. That's kind of sick. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some liner and lashes and then finish the rest of my face, and we can come back to finish the lower lash line. I'm back. I'm sorry the lighting is probably super different now. I am boo-boo the fool. So to finish off the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the shade Mary again. Then I'm gonna go back in with the shade Boutique. Now I'm gonna take this LA Girl purple gel liner and put this in the waterline. Kind of a flop because that pencil's really old and just dry. Lastly, I'm gonna pick up the shade Sister, which is a pale shimmery pink, and use this to highlight the inner corner. Oh, can you hear the geese? I see them, oh my gosh. Here's the look all complete. So final thoughts on this baby. All the shadows blended really nicely and they were super pigmented. The only thing that I will say is a couple of the shades looked different in the pan than they did on the eye and even on my brush. So if you're unsure about something, just swatch it on your hand. Morphe is consistently amazing with their eyeshadow formulas. So it's not a shock, but I am extremely happy with this. I know I'm gonna be able to get so much good use out of it. I know this is on my iPhone and the lighting sucks because I'm in front of a window and this background is not like cute. Whatever, I just wanted to sit down and use this palette and record my first impression. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you.